Hello, everybody. This is for everyone that can make it past a minute 20. We're talking conspiracy theories beyond the edge. So let me roll the intro and I'll be right back. Boom! Let's do this. See the little people with the tin hats on? Okay, I have to grab my my Google Slides because I have some cool stuff to show you. So, as always, per usual, I'm always thinking about things. What's fun? So last week I actually got more views from the Garth Brooks podcast. I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Maybe not always on live with Facebook. I'm gearing up to interview some Highland Games people. So let's just see how that goes. As I said, today is about Beyond the Edge, conspiracy theories. I'm just waiting for my Google Slides to get up. Okay, so just remember everything I'm talking about is just for fun. I will cite some things, but it's just for fun. You don't have to take it too seriously, okay? Okay, so I got information from all these places, probably a few more. Chat GPT. Okay, so first of all, okay, you can see that's going to be the moon landing one. Conspiracy theories. So this episode's gonna be a little facts, fun, and healthy sarcasm. You saw the little guys with the tinfoil hats on. So we're gonna talk about fake moons, hollow Earth, alien overlords, and black holes. And did you know some people believe that the world ended in 2012, and we've just failed to admit it. Isn't that weird? Okay, so up first we have the moon landing. We never landed on the moon theory. Now, who believes this? Who thinks about this? Because I don't know. To me, that's crazy. So some people think the moon landing was fake, but facts say otherwise. Now, I need to have someone with a better, more factual arguments, I guess, to argue that it didn't happen, because their biggest argument is the shadows and then the flag waving, because there's no air in space, so it shouldn't be waving. But it looked like it was waving because it had a pole holding it up. There aren't any stars in the photos because the camera was set to capture the bright surface, not the sky. And weird shadows, well, that's just the way they work on uneven ground. So people even brought back moon rocks to prove that we went. So faking it would have been way harder than just doing it. So the vertical pole, the flag pole, was attached to a regular upright pole. Okay, so when they stuck it in the lunar surface, kind of like pitching a flagpole into dry cement, it kind of shook or whatever, and there was like a horizontal bar across the top to hold the flag out, so it wasn't actually flapping in the wind. Okay, it's like a curtain rod, if you can think of it that way. So it didn't extend all the way, and that's why there were some folds in it, and the wrinkles that gave it that rippled, mild flutter look. Okay, so basically no wind was needed, just good old NASA engineering, low gravity, and one very photogenic flag. Okay, next up, Earth has been sucked into a black hole theory and the world actually ended in 2012. I had not even heard of this before. Had you? I had not even heard of this before. So basically, this theory is from CERN, CERN. It's the European Organization for Nuclear Research, and it's home to the world's largest particle collider. So it's basically a giant science machine smashing particles together to understand the universe. So in 2012, they announced they'd finally discovered Higgs boson, named the God particle, because it helps explain how things have mass. It was a huge moment for physics. But some folks naturally said, wait, what if they actually ripped a hole in the fabric of reality and actually ended the world? So no joke. Some conspiracy theorists believe CERN's experiment created a mini black hole, sucked the Earth into it, and now we're living in a weird alternate dimension. According to them, that's why we have felt off since 2012. So Mandela effects, weird vibes, and way too many Fast and Furious sequels. That's proof that we're all glitching. What do you say? What do you think? Okay. Next, the Earth is hollow. I had never heard this one before. Okay. This theory is an idea that our planet is basically a cosmic jawbreaker. So it's got like a hard shell on the outside and a whole secret world on the inside. Over the past 300 years, people have claimed there's a hidden inner civilization beneath our feet, complete. Now get this, with its own sun, super species, and sometimes even Nazis riding dinosaurs. Really, they really believe that. So it started as a semi-scientific idea in the 1600s. That's how old it is. But by the time the internet got a hold of it, it became a full fantasy novel with conspiracy flair. And there is zero evidence. Okay, tons of seismic data proving otherwise. But some believers still insist there's a portal at the poles leading to a magical underground world that nobody's actually ever been to. Okay, because obviously if the earth isn't hollow, how else do you explain Bigfoot and Sasquatch? I need to do a Bigfoot theory. UFOs, how do you explain why your GPS never works correctly? Ha ha. Okay, next one. Oh, I got a comment. Good. I can't see it sometimes. Pam. RH negative blood people live there. Right? Those crazy, weird anomaly people. Okay, next up. I think we have 5. The world is flat. This one drives me nuts. But I'm not a scientist. I don't have my own facts about it, but I think there's enough facts that prove that the world is round. It's crazy to me. But I know the people out there that believe this might have some very interesting facts. So please comment below if you do. So this comes from there. Like planes literally fly around the world, right? Flat earthers believe they gathered at a conference in 2019 to declare that the Earth is flat. NASA is lying. So according to them, the globe is a massive conspiracy. I need to slow down. Run by government agents, fake scientists, and probably your 5th grade geography teacher. But the movement really isn't about the shape of the Earth anymore. It's become a full-blown trust no one lifestyle. For many, it's less about facts and more about feeling like they're in on a secret. One guy even built his own rocket to prove the Earth is flat. It didn't go well. So yeah, science has photos, physics, and GPS. Flat earthers have YouTube vibes and a deep distrust of globes. That makes me laugh, kind of like, globes, I'm afraid. Okay, next up is the moon isn't real. Somebody else mentioned this to me. I'd never heard this before. So this is interesting. So some people think it's fake, like a hologram, like a spaceship. Some people think it's a spaceship just orbiting around the Earth, like the giant celestial prop in the Truman Show. That's that kind of style. But here's the deal. We've been to the moon, people. I just talked about it. We brought back moon rocks, over 800 pounds of them. We studied their composition, which matches what we'd expect from a real planetary body, not a giant projection screen. So according to NASA, the moon likely formed 4.5 billion years ago. That's kind of a long time ago, when a Mars-sized object slammed into early Earth. The debris from that collision eventually clumped together to form the moon, which is very real, very rocky, and not being held up by wires or government lies. Okay, so unless you think geology, gravity, and decades of space missions are all in on the scam, the moon is legit. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Now, this last one is pretty crazy. I'd never heard of this. Have you heard of Planet X? Planet X is home to a world called Nibiru. Okay. For over a century, I hadn't heard of it. Scientists have searched for this Planet X, which is a mystery planet that might be lurking beyond Neptune. So it might be messing with orbits of icy space rocks. Okay. So after Pluto's discovery in 1930, some thought that was Planet X, but Pluto turned out to be too puny to cause all this cosmic chaos. So in 1976, this author, Zecharia Sitchin, added rocket fuel to the conspiracy by claiming he decoded ancient Sumerian texts. According to him, Nibiru, somebody can correct me, is a massive rogue planet inhabited by the Anunnaki. They're alien gods who supposedly visited Earth thousands of years ago to mine gold, of course, genetically engineer humans, and probably judge our reality shows. Wah, wah, wah. But NASA, meanwhile, is saying, no, we might have a big icy planet way out there, but we haven't found it yet. So it's definitely not swinging by for a surprise apocalypse. So the word Nibiru was originally a Babylonian word meaning crossing, likely used to describe planets like Jupiter when they pass key points in the sky. So when in 1976, Sitchin gave it a sci-fi twist, claiming it was a secret alien homeworld, everybody just went crazy. So is it a real ancient term? Yes. Is it an alien apocalypse planet? Not so much. I don't believe in these. That's just me. Don't, if you've made it past a minute 20, I got to tell that story when I'm done because I'm almost done here. Here are my closing thoughts here. Here's my final thoughts. And Sid Squatch has been so patient sitting here. Final thoughts. I'm going to close this out. Let's see. As you can see, I am dog sitting. I'm on location. I made ribs tonight. Pretty amazing. Maybe you care, maybe you don't, but they were delicious. Yeah, I already ate dinner like grandma. Conspiracy theories. Now, this to me, this would be like, when you're little and you have like a slumber party at your house and you tell the ghost stories and whatever. And you're like, oh, did you know these alien bodies? I mean, let's talk about. Actually, I'm not going to go there. I was going to say Scientology and like the stuff they believe. Here's the deal. Conspiracy theories can be fun, like I was just saying, fascinating, full of creativity. But don't forget, facts exist. And science is pretty cool. Sometimes the truth is way weirder than fiction, so we don't really need to add the earth being hollow with Nazis riding around on dinosaurs, right? So you can email me here, get your keys from Katie@gmail.com. Thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe. It'll make Sid Squatch and his tiny, hiney very happy. And I've got some other ideas coming up, okay? Oh, here. I've also been told that my intro is too long now, so I need to change it. Oh, Michael King says that's where the pyramid came from. Conspiracy theory or from like aliens? Yeah. So, I forgot to say, today's was Earth and Moon conspiracy theories only because there's a lot of them. So I'll visit some of these later. And I'm not doing research for like 2 weeks before I do this. So these are just kind of surface level, fun and interesting topics. So, hey, if you guys have a topic for me, let me know and I'll do it. Something that's I can easily research, or you can give me some of the facts and information that you have. That would be swell. Okay, you know what Sid Squatch says. The journey begins with you. So be good to yourself. And I'm a Morgan. I love ya. Like I said, I'm going to be interviewing some people. So stay tuned and send me some interesting topics or murder mysteries. Okay, see you next week, everybody.